Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on the weekly crypto review. It's Monday again, so we should start with higher time frame. We should see where we are, at what level, and we should go from there. Morning, Diana. Hey, Timmy. Hey, Lord. Please repost this post here as much as you can. That will help us out a little bit. You can see 18 reposts. Let's make it a bit more visible. I'll post the link even in the YouTube chat. Let's make it a bit more visible. I posted a bit late, so I think we need a bit more time for people to join. Okay. That being said, let's go straight to Bitcoin. There you go. Bitcoin weekly chart, pathetic bounce, like no bounce here. If you remember, a couple of months ago, I said about this W that probably it's a fake out and will pump and then will dump back down. Well, we dumped. We SFU this low. The bounce is pathetic, like no bounce on weekly chart. We can still hope for a bounce to 69, maybe 70k to retest this candle here. But guess what will happen? Guess what will happen here? It's possible to go lower. I'm still hoping for a micro range, for a small range here. Let's say 69 to 59 to 69, a $10,000 range. It's acceptable for day traders. But as you can see, big dump, trying to bounce, rejecting, and this week we are trying to do something, but we don't know where we'll close the candle. Oh, good morning, Mr. Bukur. Good morning. Sorry, people. A special to the moon for Bukur. Let's keep going. Look at the indicators. I don't see anything special. Look at the OBV, people. Nothing. Look at the RSI. Nothing. Look at the MACD. Well, MACD had some bullish divergence, but if I'll switch to CME chart, it's slightly different. You can see looks a bit better, but still not the best one. So let's hope for a, let's call it $10,000 range. From 60 to 70k, maybe we'll produce a range this summer. And if we have a $10,000 range, guess what? We'll play the SFUs as long as possible. Okay, so weekly on Bitcoin, weekly on Ethereum, even less bounce here. Look at it. Yeah, okay, we didn't take the lows here. We didn't take the lows, but look at the bounce. Non-existent. It's not there. Looks like the market dumped and stopped here. We'll stop dumping, but nothing else. Possible to form a nice range, 2,000 to 1,500? Well, that's the best we can hope for this summer, to be honest. In my mind is, well, what is the best scenario? Well, a range between 1.5 and 2,000 will be good enough for me to make some money. I don't know if it will happen. You can see the weekly LJ. As long as we are on this side of the trend line, we cannot think altcoin season. We cannot think strong bounce on Ethereum. No. An LJ, a W, the other side of this original trend line could produce something. But we are far away from that. Okay, indicators, pathetic. Ugly as shit. Ugly as shit. Look at OBV, look at RSI. MACD, but still nothing. A nice bullish divergence here, and that's it. So on weekly, let's just say that the Bitcoin dumped, got tired of dumping and took a break. Similar for Ethereum. I know everyone wants to call the bottom. Okay, call the bottom. Why I'm not calling the bottom? Because I'm scared not to predict in the wrong direction? No. We cannot call a bottom when you don't have a weekly W, people. We had one weekly W. I said it's too high. It's not possible for this one, or it's not probable to be the bottom. Remember, at that point in time, people said it's the bottom. Lee was telling you, and Trump Jr. to tell you to buy Ethereum here. Then we had the second W, and they said, well, it's still too high. Okay, location is acceptable, but look at Bitcoin. And now, if we form a weekly W, we can call a bottom. Similar for Bitcoin. Will the weekly W come here? I doubt that. Maybe a bit lower. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, let's take a look at dominance on weekly chart. We like it, we don't like it. We have a range and we are fighting 60% dominance. We are staying there. We are not going anywhere for the moment. Yes, if we'll dump, we have room to dump. We have room to think 50%. We think even lower. But seems like the market doesn't care about anything. It's just holding that 60% dominance. Ethereum versus Bitcoin on weekly. Well, we reached a nice location. No weekly W. On daily we had some. We had a daily W here. But on weekly, look at it. You cannot call a bottom on this one. Acceptable location, nothing else. Indicators, no. No clear divergence, some potential ones, nothing special. So neither on this chart I cannot say, well, the bottom is close. No, I don't know that. I'll let influencers call the bottom. I'll wait for October to see what will happen in the fall. Now, like Brian Beamer says multiple times, is not called fall for nothing. Yeah? I don't know about that, but my thinking on Bitcoin is that October should be the bottom. We should have a year of going down like we had previously. Same scenario. Let's wait, let's be patient and wait and see what will happen, where Bitcoin will be in October. I'm really curious what will be the price in October, in November. So far, I don't see a weekly W. Okay, we can go a little bit on ES to talk about on weekly. Strong is still strong here. We don't see a weekly EM. We don't see anything. We had a gap. We still have that weekly gap. The price is pretty strong if you look at weekly. Can we pump higher? Yes. We should expect a weekly EM and then dump. Well, if the weekly EM will come, you know what is probable to happen. So far, pretty strong. Lower time frame, we had some opportunities to short and make money. Higher time frame, not too many. Gold, I told you multiple times that gold, I don't think will hold these levels, people. I'll be honest. As long as it's below 5,000, overall direction is lower. AB equals CD is pointing out here. House levels are pointing out in confluence with the long reload zone at 2,800. Maybe even lower, 2,500. So I think the bottom on gold should be between 3,000 and 2,000. Let's say between $2,500 and $2,000. That's the area where you should look for a bottom. And don't kid yourself. A bottom on gold will take time to form. If you think that will happen tomorrow or next week or next month, no. We had a nice run on gold, a really nice one. But don't believe the gold bugs anymore. That's the harsh reality. Gold bugs will keep being gold bugs. They will tell you all day long that gold is the best, gold is the future, gold is to invest, or gold is everything. If you ask them what you should have for dinner, they'll tell you gold. If you'll ask what you should marry, they will tell you gold. Don't believe them. They don't know anything else. They only see gold. Yeah, once every 20 years, they are right. Gold is pumping. And everyone is forgetting how many times they called gold bullish and to the moon. And I remember, I have a good memory, and I remember I'm in the market from 2012, from this area. I was trading silver and gold here. I'm old in the market, pretty old. So I remember Goldbugs telling me that, well, we'll go to the moon. And I remember episodes of on YouTube saying why gold will go to the moon and will go to 5,000 and will do this and will do that. And from 2011 until 2025, it's a long fucking time to wait for gold to pump. And from that time, it dumped from 1,900, 2,000 to almost 50%. Actually, a 50% drop here in 2016. So it's up to you, but my advice is don't believe the gold bugs. The bottom on gold should be, in my humble opinion, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm nothing like a financial advisor. Something on these lines. Here should be the bottom. Looks crazy, but it's not. Look at the support here. You can see support here. Look, previous support. This should be, if you see gold at $2,000, you should buy with both hands. If you see it. If you see it at 2,500, you should start dollar cost averaging. That's my opinion about gold. And gold in my portfolio has a specific role. Not to make me money, to protect my capital, to protect the value of my portfolio. That's the role of gold in my humble opinion. Not to make me rich, to keep me at a specific level. Okay, too much talk about gold. Oil, slow and steady, people, slow and steady. We are closing that fucking gap. Everyone was, well, going to the moon. Yeah, I said it's possible. Remember when we pumped here? And I told you I don't believe the story with Venezuela. I don't believe Trump that's the top on oil. We'll probably pump. Then they started the war and they pumped like crazy. I said 100. We outperformed that. And after we outperform, I said stay the fuck out, don't touch it. Either you play in the short reload zone here, either you play an SFU. Is not our playground anymore. Big players are here and they are fucking around with each other. We'll be only victims in this environment. Stay out. Now we are getting close to the gap. The volatility will probably slow down. And if you see a W, then maybe we have a chance. Maybe. That being said, let's go and talk about some shitcoins on weekly. We have any point to talk about shitcoins? ZEC. A big range. Up and down, up and down. Let's remove the ink. Let's remove the drawing. It's a big range here. People, don't kid yourself. I'll put the one and one only. Do you see where the POC is? Look at the entire chart. Do you see where the POC is? Do you see where the big volume starts to come in? What is that? $7, $8? Do you think it's good to invest in ZEC here? Or even here at $2,200? You didn't participate in the last ones? You want to know how a bottom on a shitcoin should look like? I still need to show you where, for new people at least. This is the bottom on shitcoins, people. This is the bottom on shitcoins. Something like this. Long, boring, and nothing you can do about. Actually, for me, it's gold because I could make money. I could get risk-free positions here. Do you see anything like that here? No. Why so many people are telling me, asking me if it's good to invest? I don't know. People, this is a long and painful bottom. Painful. Look at it. It's from 2022, June 2022, until, let's say, June 2025. It's a fucking 3 years period of consolidation, of pain in the ass, of, well, this shit will go to zero. How many traders are able to hold for 3 fucking years? Okay, let's say you bought the bottom. And you have to wait for 3 fucking years. It's a long period. It's hard to do that. But let's say it's possible. But please tell me if you bought here at $200 or somewhere in here. And then with being deeply underwater, you can hold for 3 years? How many of you can do that? And why you should do that when you can wait for this environment to pass, see the weekly W's, monthly W's, and then go and do something. So I'll say it again. Don't fucking touch this one as an investor. The price will come back to Papa. Look at the volume. Look at the big volume. The big volume is here. Yeah, look at the big volume where it starts. Will probably slow down here. You see some volume. But the juice, if you want to make some money, you have to buy it below $100. Maybe $50, maybe $40. I'm not talking about ZEC specifically, people. I'm talking about all the fucking shit coins. They'll do the same. Maybe Hype will have a slighter better. Other shit coins will do something different. But 99.9 wait for weekly, monthly W's. Let me show you a monthly W. Look at it. This is a monthly W, people. This one. Wait for weekly, monthly W's, and then you don't have anything. Here is too volatile. Okay, day traders could make money. We made money with this one. Up and down, down and up. Doesn't matter. But as investors, position traders, stay the fuck out. Okay, too much talk about one shitcoin. Bit. Perfect example of pump and dump and don't fuck around with shitcoins on lower time frame. Hopefully I don't need to tell you again. Now, if you put the ink back, you'll see the people eager to short here at $4.5. And I said, it's fucking dangerous, don't touch it. Some people argue with me, well, no, Paul, you don't know what you're talking about. Did I knew what I was talking about? From $4.5 to $11 and then straight down? I think I did. And look at this one, consolidated from January until May and then pumped. And now probably will consolidate for years if we'll ever recover here. Don't touch this one because it only has a good location. This one will probably dump back down at the lows, sweep the lows, stay for months, years there, and then maybe we'll do something, maybe. If you manage to frame a setup here above $10, okay. Talking about SpaceX, I told you not to touch it. That's my opinion. If you manage to buy it below 150 or here at the level, okay, you did something. Otherwise, look at the volatility, look at the gaps. This one could go to from $185 to $79 in 1 hour and then go back up above 200 in the next hour. It's up to you. If you see it 50% below the opening price, then yeah, maybe you can buy a little bit for the long run. And I suggest to approach this one classic. Let it form a bottom. In 1 month, in 1 year, will form a fucking bottom. You'll see weekly W's at the bottom of the range. Then you go and buy a little bit, as much as you can afford, respecting the risk management, and sell half on a double. After you reach the sell half on a double, you sold 50% of your shares, and then you have free position there for entire life. And then it will go to the moon, and one share will be $10,000. Well, that's a nice story for you. But you are from a strong position, from a risk-free. It's not your money anymore. You recovered your money. Don't be greedy. And don't be the public. Don't go and buy it here, because this is a trap for the public. Think whatever you want to think. Could bounce higher to 250, to 300. This is an exit for insiders, for Elon and his team. And everyone with a lot of money that bought this one a lot lower. They'll create some hype to sell you the shares here, and they will buy back the shares. Trust me, they will do that. They will buy back. So they will sell here, doesn't matter, and they will buy back here. The same shares, people. The same shares they are selling now to the public, they will buy them back here or even lower, because the public will give up in a bearish environment and will sell. Well, I want exit. I don't like it. SpaceX is shit. And they will do it again, people. Will do it again. They'll pump it again. Public will come, well, actually it's good. And they'll repeat that process over and over again. If you are old enough in the market, you are tired of seeing the same pattern. Why is still applied? Because it's working. It's so fucking simple and efficient for them. Creating hype. Public is stupid, has a short memory. Okay, believes the story, buys the shares at the top. Elon Musk is happy and his team happy to sell you the shares. Then they will collapse the price. Public will sell the same shares at half of the price, 80% discount. Elon Musk has the money they sold here. They'll buy the shares back with some of the money they made, and they'll sell you back, and they'll repeat the same process over and over again. Over and over again. Sounds a bit harsh, people, but ask people that have at least 4 or 5 years in the market. What happened with the shares? What happened with that company? What happened with the medical care companies in the COVID? They pumped and everyone said they'll go to the moon. Look at them now. They'll repeat that process. If they have the opportunity, they'll do it again and again and again. Don't believe me, go and verify it. The charts are free and available on TradingView. You just need to go and search for yourself. I don't want you to believe me. Go and paper trade. Go and see what happened. Take a share from a big company from the beginning. Yeah? And see what happened. Well, they launched it here at this price. Then they pumped it here. Then how much from that percentage they dumped? And how long was the bottom? Where was, looking back, where was the best opportunity to enter? But if you don't do your own diligence and you don't do your job, well, you'll become the public and you'll buy the top from Elon Musk and his team. And it's not something special on this stock. No, 99.9% of them will do the same. And the insiders, the big players and influencers, and they will tell you about Google, they will tell you about Amazon, they will tell you about Apple, but they don't tell you that rest of them, that's the exception, the rest of them got to zero or got to the bottom, pumped and dumped multiple times. They split the shares over and over again. They'll give you that example. Well, look at Apple, look at Google. If you bought Google at that price and you sell now, who the fuck was able to hold the shares on Google from the beginning until now? Can you tell me? Some people that bought shares at Google at the beginning, they're not alive anymore. Like you say, if I bought Bitcoin at $1, I'll be rich. No, you're not rich. You will sell 10 times, 100 times. Remember how many pumps and dumps Bitcoin had. Go and see the chart and you'll understand why even if you bought Bitcoin at $1, you'll not be rich. Okay, too much ranting, too much talking. That's the overview, people. Don't believe the story. I'm not a financial advice. Go and buy. Do whatever you want. Okay? That's my overview on higher time frame. Looks like this week, yeah, this week is pretty empty of news. You can see June 25, we have high impact here, and that's about it. So I think it's safe to wait for the Monday range. Play the SFU setups if they will come. Remember, I'll say it over and over again. The favorite setup in the summertime is the SFU setup. Chase that setup over and over again. Find it and play it. It's the best setup in the summertime. Okay, now saying that, let's go on lower time frame. 4 hour on Bitcoin. I showed you this range. I cloned the range and I put it above. You can see it's a really important level. It's trying to accept above it. We'll accept if you this high. I'm still thinking the same, people. 59 to 69 will be a nice $10,000 range. If we are thinking like that, what do we say about the middle of the range? Trade it like crazy or just leave it alone and wait for the extremes. Wait for the top, wait for the bottom, and don't fuck around in the middle. So this environment, I said in the weekend, I said Friday, don't touch. Weekend is to relax, to take care of your family, to recharge. Don't touch it. Look at a bit of bounce. People say, well, I made some money. Well, if you put all the weekends you stayed and you didn't make any money or you lost money, this is the exception that you made a bit of money in a weekend. But you don't remember that. Why? Because you don't have a journal and you don't have a plan and you don't have a log and you don't review your trades properly. If you do that, you'll understand why it's not worth the time and effort to even touch the market in the weekend. And I keep saying, and I still see people trading the market in the weekend. Well, I don't have time in the week. Well, in the weekend is not moving. In the weekend, the TA is not working properly. Go ahead. Break your neck in the weekend if you want. It's up to you. The only time you see me sometimes entering the market is Sunday afternoon at the weekly close. Maybe if I see an SFU or a nice setup or I see a visible probability to bounce or to dump, maybe I'll enter. But in the weekend, I'm seeing the market, but I'm not touching it. So what we can do now, I think the safest play will be to wait for the Monday range. One. Second will be to play the SFUs. You can see we have equal lows here, 62 to 100, and we have equal highs, or we have highs here at 67. If until tomorrow we'll SFU one of these two levels, I think we can play an SFU. Long here, short here. In the middle, nothing. Wait for the Monday range to happen. So that's kind of my thinking here. If we'll dump here in the long reload zone, that could be a long and stay here and form a W. But I don't like not even that idea. Why? We kind of think we can kind of do a AB equals CD here. You can see YAM's going down, bounce. If we'll form an M and we'll dump, probably we'll dump like an AB equals CD and we'll test the lows. Let me show you what I'm thinking here. AB, CD. So it's dangerous to play along even here at 61. On lower time frame or SFU setup, yes. Here, if you don't have a clear setup, location, bullish divergence, clear W's, doesn't worth the time and effort to even long here. Hope you get what I'm trying to say. Ethereum, similar. Coincidence, you can see this big range. If you clone that range, you have another range. And if you think this one will be a range 2000 to 1.5, like I said earlier on higher time frame, you are kind of in the middle of the range. Similar scenario. SFU long here, SFU short here, wait in meantime for the Monday range. Pretty simple. Hype. I told you to close. The first take profit, the big take profit was here. We touched that level, we bounced, doesn't matter. On the trail mode, I said on this one. That means some people left 50%, some people left 30%, some people have only 20%. You took the profit here and you keep the rest with the stop loss here at entry. If this one wants to taking profit here. So you are in a great position with hype. Solana. Okay, now should be good. Please tell me if we have sound. Now everything should work. It's working? Can you hear me? I'm waiting 2 or 5 seconds. Yeah, well, looks like I should say yes to that, to allow that. Okay. Well, the microphone wasn't working all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. Stopped working and I had to restart that microphone. Okay, now, what I was saying about yes. We talked about Solana, nothing to do there. On yes, SFU long here, yeah, on lower time frame, 5-minute chart. If somehow we'll bounce and we'll take the highs here, then definitely we should follow a deviation first. Let's say the market will accept here and will stay here, and once we accept back below that SFU, that's a trigger. Doesn't matter the time frame. Also a 5-minute chart should be a nice SFU there. Yeah, probably, Andre. I'm too small for them to even care, and I don't want them to notice me. I'm talking with my small community. Nasdaq, the same. So we still have this gap, it's not closed yet. So strong, but with a gap. And gold, we had that trade, played out nicely in the end. We are back in the long reload zone, we are back above. We'll probably form a range and stay for some time here. But overall, not the best. What is good for gold is to wait for the Monday range, try to play an SFU of the Monday range. That will be the thing to play on gold. So let's recap. Again, Bitcoin. Play the SFU high, play an SFU here, wait for a general setup. If full formal will be proper, you can take that one. If not, lows. Pretty simple. I'm still hoping for a $10,000 range, 659 to 69. Let's see if we'll get it in the next couple of weeks. We'll know that. We'll see. So this is Bitcoin. Ethereum, similar approach. Wait for the Monday range. Play SFU of the highs. Play SFU of the longs, of the lows. Maybe for lucky we'll get here. Maybe. And we'll form a W, but it'll take time. Nothing else to do. Hype, we are short and we are okay with that. Let's hold that short as long as possible. Solana, it's ugly, nothing we can do. Yes, it's still strong. So an SFU of the highs, or you can see I have the level here for an SFU long. Probably the best scenario for yes and other shitcoins or coins or charts is to wait for the Monday low and Monday high. Nasdaq, it's a bit stronger. And gold is pathetic, trying to form a range. So that's the review on lower time frame. Calendar, we talked about not too many news. We have Thursday some news. Shitcoins on deck screener, they are not doing anything. They are just fucking around there. Let's see how many people reposted. Well, 34 at 48. To be honest, I'll say it again, and I'll probably even do it this summer or in the fall. I don't know. I just need to get pissed off one day and I'll change it. I don't think worth the time and effort to keep the live stream for the public anymore. This is a premium live stream. This weekly crypto review will be for public. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the daily crypto plan should be for premium only. No offense, no nothing. I don't see the point of letting for public when they are not able to push the repost, the like. I don't like to beg for likes or reposts or something like that. If you appreciate the content, do it. If you don't appreciate the content, don't do it. But it's giving me some statistics. I don't want only curious people to watch my live stream. No, I want people that they'll understand something from the live stream. They'll take a note. They'll say, well, that stupid fuck has a point about that level. Let's pay attention. Or that setup looks nice. So at some point in time, sooner than later, I'll probably go and make it only for premium part of the community. We have, even on Discord, we have 1,000 and something and only 34 reposts. If I'll go and see the activity, yeah, and I'll look at the reposts, well, 90% of them, 99% of them are premium members or VIP members. I'm not working for views, people, or for likes. So I prefer to see less views, less reposts, 5% less, but to keep this live stream for premium community, for VIP community, and be able to give them more content. Better quality, because I could speak about the specific levels a bit more details. Yeah, but I don't work with bear market people, Andrei. I'm working with traders. Yeah, investors like you, they have enough the weekly crypto review. You don't need more than that, Andrei. Yeah, you don't need more than a weekly crypto review as an investor. You are an investor, you're not a trader. You are looking at the live streams 10 minutes in the overview, and okay, I get it. The rest is for traders. And people that they are not traders, they don't have any business in these live streams, to be honest. Yeah, so you get my point. I'm not working for likes, I'm not working for views. I prefer to give more quality to the people that they show me that they want content, they want me to give them some levels. So, I said it multiple times. I'll say it again. We'll probably this summer or in the fall when we'll start Capo 1 and I'll have a bit more work to do. Or maybe even before that. This will go back, not the weekly crypto review, the daily crypto plan will go back being a premium content. Yeah. Even some people, I saw some people on general chat saying, well, you should post more content on premium. People, the premium content, some of the premium content is posted for public, but it's still premium content. I said, well, let's give some people a bit more content to be able to learn something, even for free. But these live streams, the daily crypto plan is premium content. It's not for public. Public, nothing can do with that content. They are not trading levels. They are not watching the Bitcoin on lower time frame. Why should give them that? They don't have any use for it. Okay. We talked about the lower time frame. We talked about the higher time frame. You can ask me questions in the chat. I'm looking at the chat now. Doing reviews on a higher time frame on shitcoins, I don't think we have any business of doing that because shitcoins, they didn't form the bottom, people. Investors, position traders, remember, shitcoins don't have a bottom. Don't start dollar cost averaging now. Don't start being aggressively. Well, we dumped 50%. Well, we can dump another 50%. Well, we dumped 90%. Yeah, and we can dump another 90%. And after that, another 90% from that level. Look at the shitcoins in the last cycle, and you'll understand what I'm saying. Even I got tricked the last cycle, and I started the weekly, the road to financial freedom. I started the road to financial freedom plan a bit too early. And indeed, this time shitcoins didn't do anything, and that plan is still active for me, but didn't produce the desired results, that's for sure. Luckily, I was here and I was hedging my portfolio at the top of Bitcoin. I said to everyone, hedge your portfolio. And I didn't lose money. Shitcoins dumped, lost on that portfolio, but I compensated with the short on Bitcoin from the top, so I'm a happy camper. I don't care. But I have to admit that that plan didn't work properly. I started the plan a lot too early, too many shitcoins. Let's not do that the same mistake again. Let's wait for weekly Ws. Let's play only specific shitcoins. Let's sell half on a double and keep the rest. Anything else I could say? I don't know. I don't see anything else in the chat. People, don't believe the gold bugs. Don't believe the Bitcoin bugs. Don't believe anything. Go and verify yourself. You have TradingView, you can check the chart, you can... What do you see here? Is the strategy a new stock? Why it started July 2025? Why they renamed this one in 2025? Do you know why? Who has the ticker of MicroStrategy? The old one. You want to know what happened in the past to this shit? Is this one? I don't think it's this one. No. I don't think we have that history anymore. So-called strategy or MicroStrategy has more than 25 years old. In the dot-com boom, they pumped and they dumped close to zero. And what you see, it's only this one, 2025, 2026. Do you think it's just a coincidence they renamed this one here and looks like a support now? Well, ask Grukor. I don't know how to do it to find the entire history. Yeah, but it's not EM. There you go. Look at this shit on weekly chart, people. Where do you think the people that believe Sailor Moon here are? 26 years ago, people. And look how much time it took to pump. Look at it. Look where the puck is. Look at it, people. My screen froze. I don't know why and what I should do with that. Yeah, I see that. Now I see. I checked the studio and I see that did that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, Manus. What I can do is to post you the image, to post you the link in the chat. I don't know why it's working so bad this time. I don't know, and I don't know how to fix it this time. The audio was easy. The video, if I stop streaming, then we have a problem. Because that will close the live stream. Yeah. And it's from OBS. I don't know what the fuck it's doing. Well, I know. I'll put an intro. Let's put an intro. Yeah, let's try to fix it, people. There you go. Yeah. Something off with the either on my computer, but I think the OBS was doing some shady things. Yeah. There you go. Look at it. You believe this motherfucker? Keep in mind the price is lower. Yeah, this is stock here in May 2026 at $140, $110. Now you are below 100 with the pump, with the something. Look what happened. This and learn the lesson from the past. The past is a good teacher if you know what to look for. Yeah. I'm not saying that will happen exactly the same, but usually it's similar. So what I'm trying to say here, don't be a victim. Okay? It's only up to you. Do your own diligence, make a plan, play with the risk management, treat market like a business, and you have the best chances to succeed. Don't do that and you have the best chances to become a victim and someone to take advantage of you. Yeah? If you want to learn from me, well, we still have open places on Capo 1. Not too many, more than 50% of them already they are taken from I think I have 11 or 12 already people that paid for Capo 1. Some people will not be accepted. Please don't be upset. If I consider I cannot work with you, yeah, if I consider I cannot teach you something, I'll tell you don't join Capo 1. And you can be upset. It's your feeling and it's your job, but understand, if I consider I cannot work with you, I don't want you in that program. It's not that I don't like you or I have something against you. I consider I cannot work with you. Either you don't have the patience, either you are not have the right mentality, or something is, I see that something is off. Nothing personal with you. I just don't want you in that program because I know I cannot teach you. You will not listen. You can tell me that you'll listen, but you'll not do it properly. Maybe sometimes I'll do a mistake and I'll say to a guy, well, don't join, and maybe that guy has potential. Possible, but in the end, it's my decision. I have to take that decision, and if I took it, sorry, I'm not the only one to teach you how to trade, people. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm selecting people. That means to select people you want to work with. Yeah, I'm selecting 20 people. Of course, we'll have unhappy members that will say, well, you didn't accept me. You're a motherfucker. I'm serious. I'm this, I'm that. Well, sorry. If you want to join Capo 1, DM me on Discord. I'll ask you the questions. And if I'll say, okay, you can do the payment, then you can do the payment. Don't do the payment before because you'll do it for nothing. You'll have to wait until I'll want to give you money back. So don't do that. You'll piss me off paying without me telling you to, and I'll keep you the money stuck for a long period of time. I'll even put it in a separate address and I'll keep it there but I'll not give it to you back immediately just to piss you off how you pissed me off. I'm joking, people. Don't pay if I'm not accepting you. Okay. If you have questions, please ask in the chat. Yeah, Mauro, I saw problems. Why do we have problems? To resolve them. To find a solution. That's why we have them. The more we resolve the problems, the bigger the problems will become, and the wiser, hopefully, the wiser will become in time. No? If the problems stay small or we don't have problems, we don't evolve. We become lazy. Okay. So let's go back on Bitcoin on a daily time frame. The daily time frame here is the only one that give us a hope for something. We still have a hope. Why? We have the daily W, the breakout, and the retest. The daily time frame is the only one that give us a, well, you know, it's possible. And indeed it is. This W to hold. We had a clear breakout. We had a proper retest. And now should say up. Weekly chart doesn't look bullish. Lower time frame is in the middle of everything and it's ugly. Daily time frame W breakout and retest. If we form another small W, you can even think AB equals CD. The target being 69 kind of idea. So we made money to the downside. We made money to the upside when was the case. I see a small range. I'm trying to warn everyone to stay the fuck out. Don't lose all the money you made in a small range. Don't lose it. Don't give it back. That being said, people, I don't see questions, I don't see anything else. I know that is boring. I know that is bear market. I know people lose interest in crypto and trading in general. Sorry, nothing I can do. The less activity, the more time for me to focus on scalping. The less questions I get, the less activity I get, the more time I'll get for taking care of my scalping, my day trading and things. If you want to join Capua 1, DM me. Capua 2 is not open for the public for the moment. Yeah? Next week, next month, I don't know when, we'll open, if we'll have open places. Okay? For the moment, Capua 2 is open at the moment, but only for the Capua 1 member from the beginning of the year. They have an advantage. They have a better price. They have a better everything because they already did Capua 1. Yeah? They have 25% off. They have instant access. Why? Because they did Capua 1. It's a lot easier to work with a guy that already did Capua 1 and wants Capua 2. Pretty simple to work with them. They know the process. They know the setup. They know the levels. They know the concepts. They know how to operate in the market. You just teach them new things. And they should add new tools to their tool belt. They'll just become a bit better. Yeah? They'll become sharper. They'll be able to scalp, to day trade. If they are from outside, they'll have to pay a full price. Houston, we don't have a problem. We have a bear market, Andrei. That's the problem. We have a bear market and people, like in the last bear market, when you joined us, remember, Andrei? You joined, or we talked about, first time you talked with me about crypto in a similar environment. Bitcoin was going down, trying to form a bottom. E-gold, your favorite, was going down. And you try to buy it, and I told you what to do with each and every one of them, and hopefully you had an acceptable bull market. No? Hopefully. Now, let's call it a live stream. See you in the London with the VIP members. See you in the New York with the premium members. See you tomorrow with the daily crypto plan with everyone else. Yeah? Remember, treat the market like a business. If you do that, the market will treat you like a king and you'll be okay in any environment. Okay? But do your job. Treat the market like a business. Like a business, not like a mistress. Okay? See you. See you next time.